something that I saw was reaping the fruit of the benefits so far of going to the gym. I played soccer yesterday, and I was not even close to being as out of breath and tired as I have been the past months of playing soccer. And that being said, ready, here's the kicker. I hadn't played soccer. I play outside on a turf field with like 11 on 11 for the most part. So we're running a lot, and I'm a midfielder, so I'm running back and forth more than most people. I hadn't worked or played at the gym. I hadn't played soccer for like at least a month, maybe 2, and I wasn't tired. Why? Because I was running 2 days before that on the treadmill at a good speed, and I was preparing myself. What does that mean? Why does that matter? Why do I care about that? I care about that because it's showing me that the work that I'm doing at the gym is work that not only helps me play better soccer and be in a healthier frame of physical aptitude, but it also is something that I found enjoyable in the process of being in the gym alone. And I enjoy soccer, and I want to be good at soccer when I play, and so this adds to that. And that's a little part of it. I'm not going to the gym so that I can not be out of breath while playing soccer, but it's just showing me this is a bonus for you putting in this work. Because there are plenty of times where I would consistently play soccer, and I didn't go to the gym, and I wasn't running outside of soccer, and I was tired, and I was way more tired than whenever I have those weeks where I do run outside of it, and then I come into play, and it's so much easier because I put in the practice and the work beforehand. I'm telling you, this is an important video. This is a very important video because I wish I had someone to tell me how to get the right mindset in order to achieve these things. I had a conversation the other day at the soccer field with a guy I went to high school with, and I was like, how often do you go to the gym? He said, every single day. And I said, how long have you been doing that? He said, for a year and a half. So he's been going to the gym every single day for a year and a half. You think he's doing that because he's forcing himself to? No, he enjoys being at the gym. And what you have to realize is you have to make what you're doing enjoyable. It's when it's not enjoyable, when the process is not enjoyable, then it's not worth doing. There are some things that you have to do if you want to be healthy that you won't enjoy. On the other hand, there are things that you have to do that you can create enjoyment out of. So for me, the gym, it's something that has not always been enjoyable. It's something that I show up to because I tell this guy I'm going to show up, and I make a promise to him, and it's not a promise to myself. It should be a promise to yourself above all else, above everything else. You must have the mindset of promising and sticking to your promises for your own good, regardless of what anyone else thinks or regardless of you committing to anyone else. First and foremost, you must commit to yourself. And this can be an enjoyable thing if you care about yourself and if you want yourself to succeed, which a lot of people don't. A lot of people have negative limiting beliefs and they don't like the bodies that they live in. I want to like this body, and I want to take care of this body. And so being at the gym has been a challenge for me to have a good time. So that being said, what does that mean? When I'm running on the treadmill, I'm giving myself a good pace. And for example, I was going at a 9:27 pace a few days ago. And then by the end of that workout, I was going 9:03, right? By the end of the first workout, as I ran the miles, I said, this is going a little too slow for me. I can go faster. And I went faster. Next time out, I went to run, start below 9. I'm going at 8:57 pace, and I go that pace the whole time because it works for me. It's enjoyable. It's not pushing me too hard. And then by the end of that, I go down to like 8:40. Right? So now I'm not expecting to start at 8:40 next time I go on the treadmill, but I am expecting to be sub 9 as I begin, and then I'll play it by ear as I go. This is so important, to play it by ear, to put the weight that is necessary for you. I have another example of it in the gym, right? I was working on my shoulders, and I told this story in another video, but I was doing 15 pounds, and then I was seeing that this muscle, my bicep, was getting involved, and I didn't want my bicep involved. Why? Because I'm working on my shoulders. So I lowered the weight so that I could get the form right, which is way more important than getting the reps in if you're trying to train a specific muscle and another muscle is intervening. So me going to 10 pounds could be embarrassing, but I know what my goal is, and my goal is not for my bicep to ruin this whole exercise. My goal is to improve my strength in my shoulders, and because I know that, I'm able to go lower in weight so that I can enjoy the exercise and not be frustrated that I'm building something that I don't intend to build. So connecting your vision with what you're able to do is important, and not judging that against anyone else. I think that's important why I'm going by myself, because whenever I go with people that aren't me, that most of them, probably all of them, have been to the gym longer than I have at that certain point in time, they're lifting heavier weights than me. This, even if I don't recognize it, is subconsciously affecting me. Why? Because then I feel like I need to be pushing at least close to their weight, and if I'm not, then I'm not good enough. And sometimes like my trainer will be like, hey, like push yourself, go hard. I don't think I need to push myself. A lot of the time starting out in the gym, I came home sore because I pushed myself too hard. I lifted the weight, but my body was not used to it. So this time around, I'm doing it gradually because I understand that consistency is way more important than PR or ego. Like I don't care. Like I'd rather lift 5 pounds for a week straight, make sure everything knows what to do, like when my body knows the form to hit, and not get a real big lift in, and then next week go to 10 pounds and have it burn a little bit more, than going to 10 or 15 and hurting myself or making my mental not as strong because I've pushed too much mental energy and capacity out in order to push this rep, and then ruining my potential for consistency in the long run. I'd much rather go 5 pounds and start slow and go from there than start big just to prove to myself that I am a big bull. Like I don't care. I know the importance of consistency now. The importance of me right now driving to the gym and going to the gym because I haven't psyched myself out in terms of what is necessary for me to achieve in these early stages is much more important. Me going here before going to a Super Bowl party is way more important than me lifting, ego lifting, or anything else, or running too fast and losing the energy. Consistency is way more important, and this is something that has brought me comfort and enthusiasm and hope for the future, because I'm building a trust in myself that I can be consistent, and that consistency will come from joy in the experience. And people get divorced not because their marriage is exciting or fun. They get divorced because they fall out of enjoyment of it. And that's not to say that's valid, but you must implement things that are enjoyable, or else life will be meaningless. Suffering is necessary, but you can suffer joyfully. Suffering is necessary, but you can suffer joyfully.